Hey, I am a family pastor John here today talking about time management. I know you probably heard 1,000 lessons on time management, but you have not heard my lesson on time management. So I want to talk about how you can manage your time. Many of the leaders that I come across are always saying, I just don't have enough time in a day. I'm so busy. I feel overworked. I'm overwhelmed. And you will always feel that way unless you take control of your schedule. That's right. You need to take control of your schedule. Once someone else takes control of your schedule, you would feel like your life has been hijacked. I get it. When my kids were young, they really owned my schedule because I had to go to different sporting events, different school activities. That's just life. But what you can manage, you have to manage well because there are seasons, busy seasons, seasons when you're more laid back, but everyone has the same 24 hours in their day. So how do you maximize the time that you are given? So here's my suggestions for you. During the work week, when you are working, whatever your work week looks like, do the most important things during your prime time. If it's writing a sermon, when is your prime time to write a message? For example, when my kids were young, the prime time that I wrote a message was late at night. I would put my kids to bed. I still had a lot of mental capacity, and I would do the majority of my sermon writing at night. That just worked for me. And I got older, my kids got older, and now that changed. So now my prime time for writing messages is in the mornings. Not too early, not too late, but that's when I am the most mentally alert and prepared. So I shave off these big blocks of time to write my messages and any other important matters during my prime time that takes the most off. And during your less productive hours, when you're just not at your best, do the things that are less important. The things to you that are less important, you can do those maybe in the afternoons, maybe in the evening, whenever it's kind of your slow time. Just do those things then. For me, I meet with a lot of people in the afternoon because typically I'm not like at my prime where I need to think and write, but I have time to sit and listen. So I make most of my counseling appointments in the afternoon or even the early evening hours. That just kind of works for my schedule. Also, when you are working, work with intention. Work with intention. A lot of people go throughout the day and they just work on tasks all day long. Busy work, checking email, looking at social media, doing this and doing that. They're not really working with intention. They've just gotten in the habit of having everything be urgent. And if everything is urgent, you won't spend any time doing that which really matters the most. So you need to create time in your day. And if you have no idea where your time goes, you need to take an inventory of your time. Like, what is the inventory of my time? Look at your calendar. And if you don't keep a calendar, that should be the first thing you should do is actually keep a calendar. But take a week and write down what you do with your time. Like, where did you go in the morning? What did you do in the morning? What did you do at lunch? What did you do in the afternoon? What did you do that evening? And after 1 week of looking at your schedule, you'll have a pretty clear idea, maybe 2 weeks, of where you invest all of your time. And you will be amazed at how much time is just gone and unaccounted for when you actually look at your schedule with intention. So look at it with intention. Schedule the big things when you're the most productive. Schedule the less important things when you're less productive. Make sure that you've got a healthy rhythm. Work with intention. And also, have a sustainable schedule. You are not Mr. or Mrs. I can do it all. Have a sustainable schedule. This will help you to stay mentally healthy and spiritually healthy. And there's certain things that you just need to say no to so that you can say yes to the right opportunities. And one last thing, take some time off. I'm not saying you need to take all the time off in the world. Just when you have your day off, or if you don't get a day off, you need a day off. It's a biblical principle. God says that you need a Sabbath day, a day to rest. Doesn't matter to me what you're doing. You could be putzing around the house, you could be out biking or walking or fishing or doing something that replenishes you. So in your schedule, do the big things at the prime time, do the less important things at your less productive hours, have a sustainable schedule, and take adequate time off. And if you do that, you're going to be a lot more content in ministry, and that will help you to not get burned out because we need you on the team, and we need you to be effective, and we need you to be healthy. So from my heart to yours, thanks, Pastor.